Today we go over the future of the Star Wars franchise. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, Solo: A Star Wars Story is due for release on May 25th of this year, with Star Wars Episode 9 releasing at the very end of 2019. But what actually goes ahead for the future of the Star Wars franchise into the 2020s? This is something that's actually very interesting to discuss because a Solo: A Star Wars Story sequel is actually in the works as of right now. Now, this lines directly up with the report just a couple of weeks ago that Kathleen Kennedy actually seeked out a brand new director for a Star Wars story that will be released in the near future, and also the new villainous character Enfys Nest in the new Han Solo movie will be returning in a future Solo Star Wars story or something around those lines. Now, if you gotta ask me, I honestly don't believe it's going to be a direct sequel per se revolving around Han Solo. I think that this actually matches up with the older rumors of the Boba Fett movie being an actual parallel to that of the Han Solo movie. In fact, I believe it was one of the guys from Collider, he was talking about this months ago, that the original idea for the Boba Fett movie was to actually have it take place during the same exact time as the Han Solo movie. Like, in a sense, it would be the Han Solo film, except through the eyes of Boba Fett, through his perspective. So it would take place during the same exact time, but through the eyes of Boba Fett himself. So that idea, I don't know if that's sticking with the Boba Fett movie, but if you gotta ask me, I believe that this Solo: A Star Wars Story sequel is definitely not going to be about Han Solo per se. I think it's gonna have to do with Boba Fett himself. It'll actually be connected to Solo: A Star Wars Story. Now, we've heard repeatedly that Boba Fett is going to make a major cameo in this movie. It's going to be an important piece at the very end of the film. So, honestly, I think that that is going to be a way to essentially introduce the sequel to Solo: A Star Wars Story that won't necessarily be about Han Solo himself, but it will be about Boba Fett. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like that they should introduce the Obi-Wan Kenobi Star Wars story first before they do a Boba Fett film, because that's something that I personally am actually all the more interested in. I'm into, you know, the Jedi lore, the mythology, everything about Obi-Wan Kenobi. I really want to learn more and see that experience on the big screen of Obi-Wan's life on Tatooine protecting a young Luke Skywalker. But anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this. Do you think that this Solo: A Star Wars Story sequel and the fact that Enfys Nest, this new villain, is actually set for a future Star Wars story, alright? Do you think that this new sequel to Solo: A Star Wars Story will have to be the Boba Fett film? Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments section. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon, we hear them moans again.